Okay, so those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Miss Christine 55555. I am vlogging my journey with triple negative stage 3 breast cancer. And this is story time with Miss Christine. So I did a video this morning telling you my busy schedule for today. Well, let me just say, hot mess express today. Hot mess express. If you can see, look at my eyes. I am exhausted. After I take the Keytruda, I get super tired. Really tired. And I've had a long day, so it is now 3 o'clock, so that's how long I've been at the hospital. Yeah. I left at 8 and now it's 3, so here you go. I've got a 45-minute drive home. So I get in there and my first stop is the lab. And they flush out my port right here. They flush my port out, and then they put the IV thing in, and she didn't want to work. No blood coming out at all. No. So they had to put this medicine in that breaks up whatever whatever they call it, that blocks the vein. See, there's the port right there, and it goes right into my neck. But crystals start to form after a while, and they have to put in this medicine. So finally she gets it, and I'm like, thank goodness, because if not, then I have to have a surgery and have it replaced. So I was like, please smack her around a little bit if you have to. Make her work. So finally she did work. And I'm checking out of the lab, and my next stop is on the 2nd floor to the oncologist. So I go out of the room, walking down the hall, and I go out into the waiting room to get onto the elevators. And I notice people are looking at me, and I'm like weirder than normal. And I'm like, what is going on? And now I've got a hose that hangs out where they click into the IV once I start getting my immune therapy treatment. So I'm just thinking, maybe they're just looking at, maybe they're new and they're just looking at the hose that's hanging out on my port. So I'm walking, and I go out, and I notice people out there, out in the waiting area, are looking at me. I mean, past the waiting area to where you get to the elevators. Hot mess express. Ding dong me, Christine, did not button this button right here. So as I'm walking out, you can see my bra and my tatas. Oh my gosh, I am flashing people. Oh man. Hot mess express. I'm telling you, I was flashing people. No wonder why people were looking at me. You can see my bra. You can see, oh my gosh, I did not button the last latch. So if you don't button that last latch, I look like some hussy walking around with my tatas hanging out, my cleavage, and connected to some tube. Oh my gosh. I was like, oh snap. I cannot believe I walked out of there flashing people and nobody said a word to me. I guess maybe people like the doctors and stuff weren't paying attention, but the people waiting to go in after me were paying attention, and they were like, oh my gosh. And I didn't even get paid to flash people. What the heck? I got gypped out of this deal. So then, Hot Mess Express. Hot Mess Express. My gosh. Somebody got a free Tata show from the hussy that's walking around with her boobs hanging out and some tubes hanging out of her pores. You can't write this. You cannot write it. I'm telling you. So then I go up, I see my doctor, everything's great. My blood work comes back and my platelets are low. And he's like, no wonder why you're tired. And like I said, I was already tired to start with. So my platelets are low and they're just going to keep an eye on it and just be careful when I'm out, because my platelets are low and I can get sick easier. Okay. So then I go up to the 4th floor where you get chemotherapy, and I had been there for the last 5 or 6 months regularly, so that a lot of the nurses and everybody know me there. But I got a new nurse, and you know, she introduced herself and asked me if I needed anything, and I said yes, I need. And usually when I go in there, I get 2 of those little school size cranberry juice cups and a cup of ice and some peanut butter crackers, because by the time I'm there, I haven't eaten anything yet, so my stomach's already upset. Hot Mess Express, I'm telling you. So she gives it to me and gives me a warm blanket and stuff, and you already know when a warm blanket gets put on somebody and they get some food in their belly, and it's night time. But before that, I started to open my cranberry juice cup, which them things are like this big, and you have to peel the thing back. They are not easy to maneuver. No. Hot Mess Express on its way. Choo choo. I spilled that dang gone cranberry juice cup all over the place. I'm like, really? Really? So I go to clean it up, no tissues, no nothing in this one cubicle, so that I can clean it up. So I just am having to sit there with it dripping all over the place. So finally a nurse walks by and I'm like, hey, I accidentally spilled my cranberry juice. I said, y'all already know, you've known me long enough to know not to leave me alone with my cranberry juice cup. Me and the cranberry juice cup like to tassel around and wrestle, and it's not going to end well. And so they started laughing and cleaned it up for me. So, oh my gosh, you all. So then after hours, the lab did not, it was like probably an hour and a half to 2 hours before the lab brought up my immune therapy treatment. But that's okay, because I was enjoying my cranberry juice and my peanut butter crackers. Well, and my warm blanket and my night time. So it finally gets there, and it takes about half an hour, 45 minutes to get in, to filter into my port and into my veins. But oh my gosh, at the very end, it hit me hard. I was so, and still am, if you can tell, look at my eyes. You see, look how dark in circles they are. I am tired. It hit me so hard that I was just exhausted. So after all that waiting and then the warm blanket. So they get it in, get the immune therapy in, and now it's time for me to go to radiation, which you have to go outside of the cancer building and across the driveway into the radiation part, because the radiation part is separate from the rest of the cancer center. So I get over there and I'm sitting in my car because I have like a half an hour before I have to go to my appointment. So I'm like, yeah, I am going to just take a little snoozy snooze because I am exhausted. Hot Mess Express. Now they've already gotten on me for being late a couple times. Can't help it. I drive 45 minutes here and I take care of my grandma, and if nobody's to stay with my grandma, I can't leave her. So if somebody's running late on that end, of course I'm going to run late too. So I fall asleep listening to music and got my heat on because now I'm freezing. Hot Mess Express. I end up being late like 10 minutes, and I told them, I was like, listen, I was in the car sleeping. I'm wore out and I get very tired after I get my immune therapy. I don't know why, it just, my body reacts to it and I just get super tired and I had to take a nap. I had to. But they weren't mad at me this time. So I told them what was going on and told them to get aboard the Hot Mess Express train and told them what happened throughout the day. They were just rolling. They were cracking up. I'm like, you can't write it. You cannot write this stuff. They're like, you are so funny. And I'm like, well, it's not funny when a wife is giving me a side-eye dirty look because I'm flashing her husband on accident. Oh my gosh. And then I spill my juice. And then I'm go in the car and take a nap. Then I'm late. Oh my gosh. Whoo-wee, did I have a day. So I am on my way home. I have got to, when I get home, I've got to take care of my grandma, change her pants, change her diaper, feed her, which I'm sure Mr. Christine's already given her something, but now it's like dinner time. So I'm going to give her some dinner if she'll eat it, but she only takes like a bite or two and then she drinks the crap out of her Ensure. So I don't force her. She just, whatever she wants, that's what she gets. She's the boss. And then after I do that, this girl is going to go night-night. This girl needs a nap. I am like pushing myself as we speak to keep going, not give up. So that was the Hot Mess Express day today. Hot Mess Express. Y'all don't want to be on this Hot Mess Express train ride. You don't. I promise you. No, you do not. Because it is a mess. So I am getting off the expressway now, and I will talk to you all another day. Pray for me. Don't get on my Hot Mess Express train. Choo choo. You don't want to be on it. Oh my gosh, look at my eyes. I look like a person that takes crack or something. I'm so tired. All right, love you all so much. Thank you all for the prayers. Thank you all for all the love and the support, all the encouragement. Until next time, I'll see you all soon. Bye now. See ya.